Very good. Enter screen. Share. I are you able to see the PPT? Able to see the PPT?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. In that case, I just go through whatever we discussed within a second. Then we'll go for the proper core association. We already introduced what is association rule mining and market-based analysis, which is nothing but with the previous history, we have to take out the mining result and see what are the things associated, brought together. So the catalog design and the placement of things to improve the sales. Like that, we can see many items associated accordingly in different institutions. You can make your own decision. The famous problem is market-based analysis, where we have seen the computer and antivirus are brought together always, and you can keep the computer and anti-software together or apart to make the people to go around and get more things while we are passing through, get the antivirus. Like that, we can make the placement shelf. In the shelf, you can place the things differently. Basic concepts are nothing but the database of transaction alone. We can see the association. Let me explain that. Then a priori algorithm is used. How the algorithm works, we are going to see today. And this mining single dimensional association rule from transaction database after next class, and generating association rules from frequent item sets. Okay, these we are going to see. Multi-dimensional we'll see later. Okay, I already told that only in transaction we can see that, and I explained serial implies milk with 80% of confidence. Even web page, you can associate the web page. If a person is seeing a web page A and B, he is tend to see the web page C with a confidence 70. I didn't explain what is support and confidence that day. I'll explain it again. And once you know how to write the rule form, we are having right side and this left side. Left side is antecedent and consequent. Okay, this is the way we are writing. We'll come to this later. The computer, if you buy the computer, they are tend to find by the financial management software with a support 5% and confidence 6%. Or else, the next thing you can say that is that the age group of 30 to 39 people with the income 40 to 48K. The person with the income 40 to 48K within the age 30 to 39 buys a car. Car is bought with this age group and with this salary with 1% support and 75% confidence. Let me explain what is this support and confidence, but I'm just telling you how to write the rule for the association. And now we'll see how to generate the rule also. I think I have already explained, but still I'll explain this one for you. So here after we'll see what is the association rule, basic concept. This is just an introduction of database, and I'm taking an example, and I'll explain you what is support and confident, and then how do you represent the items in a transaction is given by the Boolean vector, and really how to get the strong association rule with the help of minimum support and minimum confidence threshold value. And I'm showing the example and then we come to a real example to see the association. This is what I'm going to teach today. Okay, from here we'll start. So let me say something to you. Please listen carefully, because with this only we should have a database with the transaction, because the association is completely concerned with the transaction based database. So association is nothing but things or items brought together, items go together, web pages seen together, students taking which course, which two courses are normally taken by the students in a university can be seen by the history. This is what we call association. Things going together always. From the past history, we can take out that is association. Okay, fine. Let us go to an example. ARM is nothing but association rule mining. Here ARM is that which is nothing but association rule mining. To define that, we are going to see how. Okay. See, there are items. There are items. Items in the sense different things in a shop. So item 1, item 2, item 3 be a set of items. Okay, fine. So for this an example, milk, bread, diaper, where eggs, coke are taken as item 1, item 2, item 3 and so on, put together completely I. Okay, these item sets are there in the shop. Then anybody can buy any combination or one also. So each transaction is defined by T1, T2, T3, T4 up to Tm. So the whole transaction is represented by complete capital T, and all the transaction put together we call that as a transactional database, that is D. Database T. So I defined I, T and D. And every T has unique ID, that is transactional ID, to identify which transaction, what are the items are brought together. That is the reason we are making this one. Okay, fine. In that case, here I am explaining D equal to T1 be a set of transaction. K item set. Yeah, why we go for this K item set, I'll explain. First item set, 2 item sets together, 3 item sets together, 4 item sets together, so K item sets. 1 item set is only 1 item in the transaction. If there are 2 items brought together, we say 2 item set, so K item sets. In general, we are making as K item set. That's why we say K item set. Because the association algorithm goes level wise, that's why we say that K item sets. Each transaction ID is unique. So how do you represent the rule form for any association? If it is A and B, A implies B, X any variable. X implies Y. In the place of X, it is milk and bread. Y, it is diaper. So as I told you already, this side we call it as very left hand side. Right hand side is antecedent. Here this and this is consequent. And one more, this is already explained, but I'm just going just a glance. Okay, support count is number of occurrence of items. How many times the items are occurring in the whole transaction is the support count. Either you can say support count or simply count, and it is represented by sigma. And support is different, support count is different. Whereas support is fraction of transaction containing the items. In the sense, the whole transactions, how many times these 3 items are occurring. That is, milk, bread, diaper is taken for an example. These 3 items are occurring in different transactions. That we call it as occurrence, frequently occurring bread together. It has to here here milk bread diapher is not there. Milk bread diapher is not there. Milk bread diapher. Here one transaction, milk bread diapher. Okay, two transactions are there. So count of these three is 2 times it occur in the whole transaction. That's why it's a support count. It is only occurrence. So 2. Whereas support is not like that. Total out of total transactions, how many times it occurs? That is fraction of it. So out of 5 transactions, 2 times it occurs. This is support, real support. And frequent items set, we are going to now make it. How we are going to find the item sets which are frequently occurring together. So that is, once you find out the frequently occurring item set, then we'll make the rule form. From that association rule, we will get the strong association rule. There are 2 different parts. First, we'll see the frequent item set only with the minimum support threshold value, and then to see the strong association rules, we'll use the minimum confidence threshold value. Is it okay? Any doubt so far? Any doubt? If not, the implication of x and y, if suppose x is milk, if it is A, or S, milk and diapher, y is there. So, for these 2 items are bought always, we are happen to see that there is also bought together. That's what we are going to see. How do you see that in terms of 2 measurement, that is, what is that? Support and confidence. The support and confidence are really 2 measure of which rule is interesting. We call that as a rule interestingness. Actually, the support represents the usefulness and confidence represents the certainty of discovered goods. So, of the items. So, support is only to see how far it is useful, and the confidence represents the certainty of the discovered goods. Okay, then we have to check for the minimum support. Last time already we have discussed about the minimum support value, threshold value, how far you can mine. Confidence threshold value also we have seen. This can be set by the users or domain experts. Okay, so here support is a fraction of transaction that contains both x and y. Confidence is the measure how often items y appear in the transaction that contains x. Let me say differently. A union B by whole transaction, or x union y by whole transaction is support. What does it mean? All the items taken for consideration to see the association together, how many times it occurs in the transaction. We have already seen that 2 times it occurs in the transaction, that is 2 together. X union Y, or I can say all the items in A and B are taken and check whether how many times it occurs. That is support count. That is support count, sigma. Already we found that it is 2. The total number of transactions is 5. So it is 0.4. What does it mean? The whole transaction completely taken into account. In that, just like that, we see how many times all 3 items are present. That is only for support, usefulness. What do you mean by confidence then? Confidence is nothing but we'll see A union B, support count of A union B divided by support count of A. What does it mean? Or the support count of X union Y divided by support count of X. What do you mean by that? How many times this Y appeared in a transaction that contain X. X is what? Milk and diapher. So the support count of milk and diapher is 3. 3 times milk and diapher 1, milk and diapher 2. Any other milk and diapher 3 times it occurs. So support count of these two items are 3. So this is A or X. So the transaction which contains A, so out of this transaction, how many times this A union B is present? So the transaction of milk and diapher, transaction of X is only 3 out of 3. How many times the support count of A union B is there? That is, we already found 2. We are getting this one. So we got the support and confidence for 3 items, milk, diapher and where we say this rule, milk and diapher is what? That there is a tendency to buy where also. Let me stop it here. If you have any doubt, please ask. The support, be clear, the support is only to see the number of times the items taken for consideration present in the whole transaction of the database. But confidence is not like that. We will check the items taken for consideration present only in the transactions which contains A, that is milk and diapher. The left is that we call it as a confidence. Any doubt?
Ma'am, can you repeat this part?
Athar, be louder and ask me quickly what you want.
Yes, ma'am. Can you please repeat this part?
Which part?
The last part, I couldn't understand it.
Support and confidence. You are asking about support and confidence. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Support is okay. Fine. Let me say again. 3 items are taken into consideration for the study analysis. Let me put for the analysis or to check the association. We take 3 items which are nothing but milk, diapher and where. So what is the tendency? We are seeing the association whenever the 2 items milk and diapher, these things are bought, there is a tendency of weighing there. That is our problem. Okay, how to see this? How far it is bought? There are 2 measurements to assess the association. One is support, one is confidence. Support is nothing but we take all 3 items which is considered for analysis. How many times it occurred together in all transaction in the database? How many times it occurred together? See, out of the total transaction, 5 transactions are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 transactions. Out of 5 transactions, how many times these 3 items taken for the analysis are occurring together? So we have found that 2 times it is occurring together. So 2 by 5. Other, this is okay? Other?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I got it.
Now you are clear with support?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Whereas confidence is the next measure where we check all 3 items present as we seen previously, but not in the whole transactions. The transactions which have milk and diapher together. That what is the meaning of it? This side, milk and diapher. So the transaction, number of transactions with milk and diapher, take out those transactions alone and check out among in that whether these 3 items are, how many times these 3 items are bought together. Or I can say, if you say this is A and B, This is A and this is B. Then I can say A union B total number of transaction T. Here. Here A union B by A. What does it mean? A means this. So the transaction out of, that's what is given here. Y appear in the transaction that contain X. So we are taking the transaction which contain X alone and checking in that transaction whether these three items are bought together and how many times it is occurring. Other?
Yes, ma'am.
That we call it as a conference. But don't worry, if you don't understand, you can ask me again. I'll repeat.
No, ma'am, I understood now.
Very good. Okay, then, how we make it actually for the process, how you make it. If you take this as a database, small database, this is not a database, just for an example to teach, we have taken this as a transaction ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4. So these are the transactions. Okay, I will explain everything. Now, how do you make it? So in the first transaction, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items are there if I am right. Bread, diaper, bear, eggs, apart from that, Coke. One more. Coke and milk. Right? 6 items are there. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
All are sleeping?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, then I have to do one second. What is that? Okay, then I need an answer from Vinod. Vinod. Vinod? Kartika? Kartika? Snega, please make a note of it. Kartika? Maria Jose? Maria Jose?
Yes, ma'am.
What
Yes,
I asked?
I didn't
Answer
understand the
my
question.
question. Answer my question.
I didn't understand the question, ma'am. Can you repeat, ma'am?
You didn't hear the question. Tell me like that. You didn't hear the question. I
Yes,
didn't
ma'am.
ask any question. How do you say that?
I was
I
outside,
didn't
ma'am.
ask
That's
any
all.
question. You say that I didn't understand the question. You didn't hear the question. Fine. Hereafter I will not ask you. Anjana? Anjana? Anurup?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Tell me the answer.
Ma'am, which question? How many items are there?
How many items are there? Tell me then.
6, ma'am.
Tell me the items. call it as prone. Okay, this is the way it has to go. Suppose, for an example, the same table is taken, database is taken with the 5 transaction. You can see the support value seems to be same because anyone from the class, will you say why the support value is same for these 3 items? If we really understood what I said, how to measure the support is A union B by T. A union, if you take this as A and this as B, you will know why the support is completely, for all the transactions, the support value 0.4 is common. Can you tell me? Huh? This is too bad, you know. He's traveling somewhere. If you don't want to attend, please don't come to the class. Don't do this. Why then I should be sincere? Muttar Hasan? See? Snega,
Yes, ma'am.
you put absent for him. This is not the way. Where is he? Muttar Hasan. Hello, Muttar Hasan. His name is Muttar.
Real.
Whatever you take, if you take A union B, here it is 3 items. Milk, diaper and beer. If you take A union B, it is milk, diaper and beer. If you take A union B, milk, diaper and beer. If you take A union B, milk, diaper. Whatever the transaction here, because we consider the same item set. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is A union B? A union B is 3. What these 3 item sets divide a slash number of counts. Add-on section, it is 5. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How many times these 3 items are present? We have already seen that it is 2 times. Isn't it? The whole transaction is 5. Am I right?
Yes,
So 2 by 5 is what? 0.4. Am I right? Got it or not?
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am. Got it.
That's why whether only this is bought and a bear is associated, or bear is bought, milk and diaper is also bought. Whether this side or that side, the item sets are same, A union by whole transaction. We are only checking how many times these items are present in the whole transaction. That is support. Athar, now you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
But it doesn't mean the same confidence. Now you can answer why the confidence alone changes. You can answer now. You see the confidence change. Tell me why?
And because like the number of elements differ.
Here it is A union B, all 3 items are same. Doesn't mean that the next one is not like that. Confidence is different. What is that? The confidence is different from that. It is not A union by T. The confidence is, you see, it is not A union. Confidence is A union by A. Support count of A. Do you understand what I mean? So, wherever this milk and diaper, if you take this transaction, milk and diaper, every transaction is different. A is different for every transaction here. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Students, please listen. A union B by 5 is same. This is same throughout and 5 is also same throughout. That's why you got 0.4 support. Whereas in confidence, A differ in each transaction. A here is milk and diaper, A here is milk and bear, A here is diaper bear, A here is bear and diaper. And you are checking A union B only in the transaction where the A is existing. For an example, first one, milk and diaper. Milk and diaper, first transaction is not there. Second transaction is not there. Third is there. Here milk and diaper is there. So A is here. Milk and diaper is here. A is here. Milk and diaper is here. Only in these 3 transactions, you have to check A union B is there. What is A union B? These 3. So milk and diaper is there. A, milk and diaper is there, A, milk and diaper is there, A. These 3 transactions is taken for consideration because A. Understood? We have taken. Now we are going to check whether A and B is there, the transaction which contains A. The transaction which contains A, we selected 3. Out of it, we are going to see A union, nothing but milk diaper B. Milk diaper beer in this transaction is there. Milk diaper beer in this transaction is there. But in this transaction, it is not there. Understood?
Yes.
Students understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
A transaction, wherever A is present, I have taken only for this one. I have taken only for this one because A is milk and diaper. So wherever milk and diaper is there, we have to take the transaction. That contain A. So milk and diaper is here, milk and diaper is here, milk and diaper is here. Okay. These 2 transactions, milk is here, diaper is there. But together milk and diaper is not there. I am discarding these 2. So only these transaction which contains A. What does that mean? Milk and diapher together. Milk and diapher, milk and diapher. So these three transactions are nothing but the transactions which contain A. Fine, I have selected. Out of these three transactions, I have to check whether A union B items are there. A union B item is here. These three. Let me check. These three transactions contains A. Out of it, I have to check A union B. Milk diapher bear, it's there. Milk diapher bear, it's there. But here, milk diapher bear is not there. Understood? So, 2 out of 3. Am I right? C is what? 2 by 3. 2 by 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Second, you see milk and bear. Milk and bear is A. So we have to check the transaction which contains A. So milk and bear, first outer. Milk and bear, first, second outer. Milk and bear, third one we can. Transaction 3 is selected. Then milk and bear, 4 is selected. Here milk and bear is not there. So 3 and 4 alone selected. So what are the two transactions taken into account? 3 and 4 as A. Now we have to check A union B. B said, what is that? So let us see. Milk and diapher bear. Milk and diapher bear is there. Milk diapher bear is there. So 2 by 2. 2 by 2 is what? 1. You got it? You are getting my
Yes,
point?
ma'am.
That is the reason confidence differs where support value remains the same for all the items because only these three items in common A union B is taken for analysis. Still, if you have doubt, still you can stop me. This is what important in association. If you don't understand, please stop here. What? If anyone don't, they are not getting my point, please let me know. That's what I'm saying. A union B equal to this one. Then yes. Please tell me. I'm waiting for your answer.
I understood.
Okay, fine. Shall I go?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then. Okay, I made it permanently because next time also I can explain. Because you people don't understand if I say underline is not there. Oh, okay, fine. What I wanted to explain. So, what is the observation here? What is the observation? That's whatever we discuss is the observation. Nothing will be more than that. What is given? All the above rules are binary partition of same item set. That's why it says 1, 1, 1, 1. So, same. So, rules originating from same item sets have identical support but different confidence. Thus, we may decouple the support and confidence requirement. That is the reason we are going for 2 steps. One using the support confidence. Shall we proceed? Okay. Now we are really getting into just generate the association rules. How we are going to make it differently. We are going to make it now. What is that? There are 2 approaches for finding the association. To find the association. One is, first we have to find the frequently item set level wise. I'll explain you what is that. Only when the minimum support is satisfied. Listen students, here only we use the support value. The second one is strongest rule generation. Will generate the high confidence rules from What we identified from the first step, frequently item sets are chosen from the first set and we generate the high confidence for every rule. Then we'll take the strongest. These two steps are there for mining association. What is the algorithm? Before we get into this algorithm, how does it work? We should know how the association rules are mined. As we have already seen that there are two steps in the association rule mining, we have to apply the a priori algorithm. We are going to apply the a priori algorithm to do these two steps. What does mean this a priori algorithm is nothing but there is some property or principle of a priori where we are going to use this algorithm to find the frequently item sets using candidate generation. Candidate generation, I'm using the word candidate generation. Okay, in 1994, this a priori algorithm has come. Now, why this we call it as algorithm is that it uses the prior knowledge of frequently item set. The prior knowledge of frequent item set is used for the next level, and the next level is used for the further level. It keeps on going like that. So the prior knowledge is used. That's what we call it as a priori algorithm. This algorithm is actually iterative approach. It has got iterative approach, or otherwise I can say that it is a level-wise search algorithm. Level-wise search algorithm, where in each level we will look for a k item sets to explore the next item set. If the first item set k, the next item set level is k plus 1 item set, we will determine the k plus 1 item set using this property. Then we have to see is that property. The property is nothing but any subset of frequent item set must be any subset of frequent item set must be. Let me explain what. Okay, students. Okay, let me put presentation view. So please, the transaction containing beer, diaper, and nuts. Okay, this is transaction. One transaction also contains beer and diaper. What does it mean? What is the subset of this one? Straight away I am asking. You can make a subset of beer alone, diaper alone, and nuts alone. It becomes a subset. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what it,
Yes, ma'am.
that's what it is written. Beer and diaper nuts is frequent. Beer and diaper must also be frequent. Let me explain. No superset of any infrequent item set should be generated or tested. Many item combination can be proved. Let me not read this one. Let me explain what is this subset of frequent items. Suppose if you take this one, the subset of this set is nothing but, let me do it for you. The subset of this one is nothing but, what is that? Beer is diaper is one set. Let me put it here. Diaper is one set. Okay, this is one, and the next one is beer, diaper, beer with nuts eaten. Am I right? The next one is, am I right? Yes or no? So, do you understand? These are all, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Beer
Yes,
with
ma'am.
diaper, beer with nuts, and diaper and nuts. And you can also have, you can see it here, you can also have beer separately and diaper separately, nuts separately. I should not explain like this for you people. Still, no problem. Okay? So what does it mean? These are all the subset of these set. So when you go for the subset of this, if you take this is frequently occurring item set, then every subset of frequent should also be frequent. Then only the a priori algorithm works for it. This is the meaning of it. Okay, let us go. This is algorithm, actual algorithm. First step, second step, go to the third step, fourth step. If it is yes, it proceeds. If it is no, it goes to the second step. Again, the algorithm goes in the same fashion. If it is yes, it goes to step 5 and step 6. Let us see what is step 1, step 2, step 3, everything in detail. This is the algorithm. Students, I don't want to read this algorithm example directly and work it out so that you will come to know what is this algorithm. Shall I?
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me first explain you. Next class, we'll see how I'm making this. I'm using this algorithm to finally bring this item set. This is the item set. Finally, we are coming after applying a priori algorithm. The result of frequently occurring item sets are only 2 item sets. Okay, 2 item sets are frequently. First step is done here. Okay, so let me explain the algorithm. Next class, we'll apply the algorithm so that will be clear for you. Make it. This is the transaction ID. Students, shall I go? Shall I go? Any doubt? If not, let me go. See here, transactions are given and the transaction IDs are given. Item 1, item 2, item 5, item 2, item 4, like that. Item sets are I. These are I. Okay, items are given. So with this transaction 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 transactions. So the whole transaction key is 9. And the list of the item sets are given in each and every transactions. Now, the first set, the algorithm says K is equal to item set 1. Generate frequent item set of length 1. Okay. Repeat until no frequent item sets are identified. This is 3 steps are very important. Then generate K plus 1 candidate item set through length K frequent item set. Prune candidate item set. Count the support of each candidate by scanning the DP. Eliminate. What is this? This is not properly. You may not understand what is this. The algorithm completely. Somebody is calling 1 minute. 1 minute. Next class is we can call 1 minute. Okay, because there was a problem yesterday in the office, I don't want to go to office. From house, I'm taking the class. I do not know whether they rectify the internet problem and microphone problem also. Okay, let me explain the algorithm. Next class, we'll apply the algorithm, how I'm getting it. Okay, the whole transaction database is scanned for the items. What are the items given? I1, I2, I3, I4, I5. Do you understand? Do you understand? Let me bring the picture also here. Otherwise, you will not know. Copy. See here. Where is the paste? Paste is not there. Paste. See here. The item set is 1 item is there, 2, 4, 3, 5. Only these 5 items are there in the transaction database. So all the items are taken into consideration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items are taken into consideration. So we scan the whole transaction database, completely scan the transaction to check for how many times I1 appears, how many times I2 appears, how many times I3, I4, I5. Doing so, we calculate the support count. Support count is sigma, which is nothing but number of times each item occur in the database. So we got it. We call that as a candidate item set for 1. Candidate item set of length 1. You scan the database, get the candidate set for length 1, item set 1, and support count, number of occurrence of the items in the database is taken. Finally, you have to compare with the minimum support threshold value, which is assumed here is 2. Then comparing with the minimum support, you have to select the minimum support count is 6, 7, 6, 2, 2. So all the items are selected because minimum support is 2. More than 2 you can take, including 2 also take. All the transactions are selected, all transactions satisfied. That's why we select. Once the support count is compared with the minimum support, we get the item set. We call that as a length 1, L1 for item set 1. Okay. Then we have to check, apply the a priori algorithm properly, that every subset of this L1 should be frequent in this. So nothing, because it is only subset 1 to the individual. Every one. So we need not check that step. Every subset is on itself frequent. So we will not check that here. Then taking this L1, we'll go for the item set 2 by generating C2. C2 we got by L1 into L1. L1 into L1. That we call it as a joint operation. By combining 1 with 2, 1 with 3, 1 with 4, 1 with 5. Then 2 with 3, 2 with 4, 2 with 5. By joining operation, MSc students, we know, as we did in SQL, Cartesian product, we have to join the operation. Am I right, MSc students?
Yes, ma'am.
We get C2, candidate set 2. Then you have to check the number of times it occurs in the database. How many times these two items occur? Support count. How many times? Together these two items set 2 occur in the database. You have to take the support count. Then compare with the minimum support count. 2. Minimum support threshold. Those transactions which satisfy 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is not considered. This one, and 0, 1 are not considered. Only the transaction which has 2 and more than 2 are selected here, and it becomes L2. So item set